You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ13 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Your wealth makes you an irresistible target to online criminals. According to Saltus Wealth, 41% of high net worth individuals report having been victims of financial crime. Unfortunately, off-the-shelf digital security solutions aren't robust enough to protect high-profile individuals like you. So what can you do? Rely on Concierge Digital Security from Reputation Defender. Concierge Digital Security is not just another app to install, it's a team of experts working in the background to protect you and your family. Behind the scenes, Reputation Defender bundles a suite of best-in-class security solutions, covering virtually every aspect of your digital life, from digital identity to online privacy, identity fraud, insurance, and home device protection. Your concierge helps manage all of these for you. Visit reputationdefender.com/success to learn more or schedule your private consultation. That's reputationdefender.com/success.
Are you ready to learn the 3 secrets to launching a successful podcast? Hi, I'm Bill, a recent client of the Podcast Mogul. If you've been thinking about starting a podcast but aren't sure where to begin, he's got you covered. He is hosting a free webinar where he will share the 3 secrets that can help you launch, grow, and monetize your podcast without any fancy equipment or technical headaches. Click the link in the show notes to save your spot now and let him help get your podcast off the ground.
We're about to play, so let's play. What do I need to know?
You don't need to know anything.
Good, because I don't know anything.
Explain.
Go. Explain away, Game Master.
King Kong is one of the most influential movies of all time, which of course means it has had its fair share of knockoffs produced over the years. Not only that, but apes and gorillas in particular have always been popular movie monsters due to their uncanny resemblance to men in costume.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. I am, of course, your host with the most, Phil Better, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed the last couple of weeks of podcasts, because I am loving it. So I decided to switch it up. Instead of having 2 episodes every Tuesday, I'm dropping another one on Thursdays. That's how we're going to go on going forward. This episode is a special one. I have Mr. Robert Kelly on, a podcaster from the podcast Record All Monsters. We have a great time in this, and I make him an offer that I'm really excited for you guys to hear. And if you're interested, stay until the end again. So let's dive right into it.
So, I have a guest here. You can probably see him if you're watching this on YouTube, which, why aren't you subscribed? Duh. Value, people. I'm giving you nothing but value for free. And I'm funny because this guy's laughing, so I have to be funny. So, introduce yourself. Tell me your name, where you're from, and what's your podcast about. Go.
My name is Robert Kelly. I'm from New Braunfels, Texas. I am the host of Record All Monsters, a kaiju movie podcast. We go through the history of the giant monster movie genre, all the way from King Kong to the present day.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's amazing. So if you like, because I know some people are like, no, I'm listening to this for the value of learning to invest in myself. Okay, so this podcast maybe is not for you, but what I want you to do is, if you're interested in kaiju monster movies, I'm not, but I'm going to learn about it in this podcast. You already know about that. The top link is his podcast. Subscribe to it. Help a brother out. See his journey. See if you agree with him. If you disagree, call him on it and Twitter on it and follow him. Give this guy some value. Because, in the first podcast you guys listened to on this stream, my man, Donnie Bovin, with me, came up with a business. So you already know the amount of value I'm about to bring to this man's life is great. So why not be part of that investment? Okay, you got to pay it forward, and that's what I believe in. Donnie told me that, and so I'm investing in you right now. This is what I want to do with you, okay? Because I've already launched 2 podcasts. I'm in the process of launching a 3rd podcast and launching another podcast. So I got 4 podcasts I'm launching here, people. I want to help you with your podcast launch. Are you willing right now, live, to say yes, to have my help launching your podcast or taking your podcast where it is right now and seeing if we can grow it together? And all you have to do is say yes. You don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. There you go. Live on the air, people. He's already invested in himself by trusting me that I know what I'm doing. And I don't. Because podcasting, no one knows how to work podcasting. This is what's great about podcasting. It's the Wild West. We can try whatever we want, and it won't cost us $1. So before we do anything, I'm going to give you value right here, right now, for free. I got my first sponsor today for a podcast that hasn't even dropped yet. This podcast, we're recording live right now on November 12th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want everybody to know because it's history-making event for me and everybody listening. And this dude right here, because I'm going to blow his mind. I got my first sponsor for this podcast, Invest in Yourself, without even dropping an episode. I had a guy willing to pay me whenever he closes a sale. Now, I'm going to do the AdSense right here. I'm going to cut it, clip it. So I need you to be quiet. That's what I'm doing here. I need you to be quiet so you can listen. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has actually taken people's lives and changed them by teaching them how to do passive income in Forex trading. So if you are interested, the second link in the podcast will be a link to his site that you can learn about what he does. So all you have to do, if you're interested, I'm not selling this to you. I'm not going to tell you his prices because that's not interesting to me. If you're willing to invest in yourself, click on the link, second link. You know what? Click on both links because you got to subscribe to the Kaiju podcast because we want Robert to grow, right? There you go, right? I am helping him, so I'm going to do my best. So click on the first link, subscribe. That's your first task that I'm asking you to do. Not even to mine. Don't. Subscribe to him. Your second task, if you're interested, click that second link, go to his website, listen to what the guy says. If that interests you more, contact him. Because he's going to pay me $25. So on top of it, I just made the AdSense for Robert here that he already has a sponsor for his podcast. So he can tell his friends, hey, buddy, I just started a podcast with Phil Better, and he already got me a sponsor before I even launched. Or have you launched yet?
We're launching tomorrow.
You're launching on the 13th,
yes.
Right? So just like me, my podcast didn't launch yet. It launches December 1st. His launch is November 13th. I just made him a sponsor. So his podcast, if he gets one person to click on it, if he chooses, of course, it's his choice. I'm not forcing this on him. He has to say yes or no. That's all it is in life. Life is a series of yes and no answers. If he says yes, then he can technically, if he makes one sale, pay for his hosting. But because I like this man and because I want to see him grow, I'm taking care of his hosting because he's on Anchor. I don't like Anchor. Anchor is, oh, we're going to make you money. No. You know what Anchor is? It's where that spammy stuff goes. That's where all the spam podcasts go that don't know what they're doing and aren't willing to invest in themselves. So, since you invested in me, I'm investing in your podcast. You're not staying on Anchor. I'm launching you on, for now you're on Anchor because I need to get more information. But I'm going to put you on another hosting platform that actually benefits you. Okay? You're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Who wouldn't be?
Of course.
No,
cool with that.
Phil. I don't want you to spend your money in helping me. I'm not looking at it because I'm looking at it. If I send him if one of you goes and invest with this guy, because you're investing in him too, while you're investing in yourself, he pays me $25. That pays for my hosting and pays for his hosting too, because I'm just going to host it. I'm going to find the cheapest hosting platform, of course. So here's the deal, guys. Because Robert is as invested in me, and I know you've already invested in me some more. If you do that, think of this. You're adding more value to me because you're helping me save money. And all I want to do is help people here. That's what we're doing here. This is the invest in yourself. I've invested in myself. I'm investing my knowledge into Robert. Robert said, yes, spend the money. I don't care, right? You have a free hosting site and you get to learn. You already know you have a sponsor. So he's like, I already can get money from podcasting. All I have to do is a bit of ad work. Okay. That's what we're doing here, people. So if you want to invest in yourself and invest in us, click the links and go some. Now, I'm done selling shit. This is not my podcast. This is Robert's podcast. Now, Robert, what the hell is a kaiju? And where did this term come from? Tell me everything about it. I want to know everything.
So, kaiju is a Japanese word that literally translates to strange beast. If you've seen Pacific Rim,
Yep.
You saw that title card at the beginning with the green 90s computer letters. It says Kaiju, strange beast. More often and a better translation, more direct, not as literal, it would translate to monster.
Okay.
I don't speak Japanese, but
You've been told this, and I'm going to take your word on this.
having been involved with this stuff, this genre, for so long, you learn that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I also have several friends who do speak Japanese, and that's from them.
Okay, so you've invested your time in this community of the Japanese, I'm guessing, anime kaiju world.
Yeah,
and
I've been into kaiju since I was 3.
Okay, so yeah, and how old are you now? Like 25?
I'm 28. So.
Okay, 28. So 25 years. You have a little knowledge. You have a little knowledge. So you're sharing that 25 years of knowledge with me. I'm going to share 4 years of podcasting with you. There we go. Boom. See, value exchange, people. Look, the value. Bartering is the best thing. Anyways, moving back to you. I apologize. So
no problem.
You learned that kaiju means monster. Boom. Cool. So like Godzilla, I'm taking, or is it like any monster like the what's that movie in New York on the shaky cam?
Oh, Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield would be considered a kaiju. If you're speaking about giant monsters in Japanese, you would say daikaiju, because dai is a prefix that implies size.
Okay. See, people, you're learning Japanese here too. Look at that. So not only you're learning about his passion, you're learning Japanese as well? Jesus Christ. I should charge you for this. Go ahead. Tell me more.
So what we do on Record All Monsters is because this genre has been so influential on me my entire life, is we look at it as kind of a film history.
Genius. I love films, so boom, you already sold me there.
Our first episode launches on November 13th. By the time you're hearing this, we'll have 2 episodes out. The first one on King Kong, and the second one on The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms from 1953. And those 2 movies are the 2 earliest examples of like straight up giant monster movies. Because you have a few things before that where there might be dinosaurs or animals on the loose. But those are animals. They're realistic portrayals of animals for the time.
The animal is supersized. We're not talking about this. We're talking about freaky looking shit that are big. Okay,
and so King Kong is the first example of that because it's basically Bigfoot with long arms and 30 feet tall. So
yeah, I'll believe it. You sold me on that.
This is something. It's a strange beast. It's a kaiju. So we'll be going through the whole history. Our first season, we have 21 episodes written, and we're going to get 21 episodes done into next year, going from King Kong in 1933 all the way to War of the Gargantuas in 1966.
Holy shit, people.
33 years of film history, an episode every other week, starting November 13th. And we've broken each episode down into 3 segments.
Oh, tell me more.
The first segment is a short essay that I have written. That's what's all written for all 21 episodes. That details some behind-the-scenes stuff, some influence, and my personal opinions about the film.
Okay.
What makes it special to me, where I feel it falls in this progression of time on influence in the genre.
Amazing. I love it.
The second section is an interview with a special guest where I ask them about their history with giant monster movies, what they thought of the film, and we just kind of shoot the breeze going over it.
Okay, my question here, before you continue, because, like, one, you already planned out 33 episodes. That right there, you're already ahead of 50% of the game. Okay? I want to let you know. It took me 3 years to figure that shit out, to plan the episode in advance. Don't do it the day of. Fuck that shit. So the fact that, one, you already know your episodes in advance. So you're already ahead of the game right there. Boom. The fact that you've already written most of your content is even better. That's amazing, because you're now 75% of the way there. To a successful podcast, you're 75% of the way there. Okay? Boom. Now it's just promotion. That's when you get a successful podcast. It's content first, then promotion. And because you have 50% of your content already figured out by having this template idea, 3 parts, each part is this. We have seasons. You've gone into details that most podcasters don't, which is great. Well, that's amazing.
That's for a number of reasons. But before I get into those, the third part of the show is we play a game show.
Okay, I'm stopping you right now. I'm stopping you right now because you don't have one show. Do you know what you have? You have 3 shows. You have 3 shows right now. With your idea right there, fuck it being one long show. Why try and cram so much in one show? That's a lot of work. How about this? Okay, this is my idea. You can say yes or no to it. Again, yes or no. That's life's question. If you want to know more, say yes. That's it.
Well, I'm curious about what your idea is, but I do have my reasons for the format I've settled on.
Hey, dude, no problem. But I'm just spitballing with you here. That's what this is. This is a mastermind, right? Masterminding it. So instead of having 3 parts, okay, because these are 3 vastly different parts, okay, which all have value in of itself. The format I love, okay, and the reason why you did it, brilliant. But why are you shoving so much in each podcast? Podcasts don't have to be an hour long. They can be 30 minutes. So if you have a 30-minute podcast, what you're doing is you're showing the world that you know what you're talking about because you have 3 podcasts that are each being as successful as the last one. And because you can reference each podcast in and of itself, okay, you're now becoming an expert in your field because you have 3 podcasts with 30,000 listeners. Instead of having 1 podcast with only 30,000 listeners or like 10,000 listeners. Now, it's all in what you want to do with your podcast, you and your partner doing with your podcast. If you want to keep your format, that's cool. I'll support you in that. I'm just saying, you have 3 podcasts in one. Why not make your life easier? Because you can do the 3 podcasts and record it in one and then edit them later. That's the joy of podcasting. You have the ability to record the content and decide later what you want to do with it.
Right. Well, the essays are short. They're about 10 minutes long when read.
Okay.
So, and then the interview segment is about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then the game show's about 10 minutes. So we're looking at a 30 to 40-minute episode. Okay. With all those components. I'm trying to keep it, keep variety in what I'm doing.
Okay. How about I add a little more value? Now that you've explained to me, you know what? Wait, finish your thought. Sorry. Finish your thought.
That's all right. So all I want to do is I want to bring variety, and this is in part due to my influences as a podcaster. Mm-hmm. The podcasts I've listened to are almost all very strange. We met on the Planet Broadcasting Facebook group.
Yeah.
And so some
and then
of the
we went into the
podcasts-
Podmates group, and if you want to listen to their groups, there's going to be a link, probably the third or fourth. I don't know how many links I'm at right now, but one of those links, it's going to say Podcasts Group. Click on that. That will bring you to a list of podcasters that I suggest and I think are great anyways. Go listen to whatever you want. It's free for you. That's what I'm giving you. I want you guys to grow and listen to your podcast that you like. Listen to one episode. That's all I'm asking. Listen to one episode. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't, move on. Who cares? It doesn't. You wasted one 30-minute section of your day while you were driving to work or walking or whatever. You know, that's what great's about podcast. It's the one thing that people can do while multitasking. You can't watch a movie. You can listen to a movie. You can't read a book. You can listen to a book. So podcasting is awesome. This is why. Okay. I agree with you. Variety is very important. This podcast has 3 sections. It has an intro that...
Still here.
No problem. We'll wait.
All right. Sorry about that.
Like I told you, podcasting can be edited. We just edited out about like 2, 4, 5. I don't know how many minutes we edited out, but it doesn't matter. No one knows unless I call attention to it, which I just did. But that's what I want to get across. If you want to start a podcast, you have to understand shit's going to happen. You stop, wait a second, collect yourself, and then continue. It's like what my podcast editor said. Brian said in the previous episode. You can, if you're making a mistake, just stop. Leave a pause and restart and continue. And if you're filming it like we are, you can edit it out. No one knows. You can, like, I'm gonna edit it out because my buddy here, Robert, had to walk away, and I don't think you want to just look at me and Mickey. That's boring. He has a great Kaiju poster in his background. I love that. I want you to take a.
This is our logo for the show.
Send that to me. I wanna have it in my stuff.
We commissioned it from a good friend of mine who's also a great artist, who's the first guest on our show. His name is Nathaniel Ross Smith. We're cross-promoting with his Instagram.
No, you know what? I'm gonna promote his Instagram. It's gonna be right around. So the first link is yours. The second link will be your friend, because I'm investing in him because he's part of your podcast. He's part of my podcast. I'm producing your podcast. Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm producing your podcast. I'm your podcast producer. Okay. They, he, she, whatever their pronouns are, because I don't care. They took the time to commission that for you. Whether you paid for it or not, doesn't matter. You got them to invest their time.
I paid my friend for his work.
There you go. He invested in his friend's work because he know how valuable it is. Unfortunately, I have no creative friends, but now I have access to Robert's friend who's an artist, right?
Right, and he's part of a huge community of artists.
There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Also, you're going to introduce me to him or her or them. I don't care, because I think being an artist is very important. I want them to have a podcast. So if he's interested or they are interested, ask them, hey, do you want to have a podcast about Kaiju, painting, whatever you want, whatever you're passionate about? Yes. Come meet my friend Phil. He'll help you, because that's what I want. I want people to have podcasts, but I want them to be successful and not get burnt out like I did. So I think variety is very important. There's a first part, second part, and a third part to this podcast. You're only seeing one part, me and you talking. That's the real value. The other parts are, who cares about it? There's no value. It's value for me, maybe not for you. Who cares? Anyways. So the variety is important. I know how important it is because Planet Broadcasting, it's fun when it's not just one podcast about one thing. Occasionally, yeah, it's great, but generally you want segments, which is very important. So I have no problem with you having a 3-part show giving variety. However, the 3 things that you have in that show right now, I believe are even better as one-offs because it helps you grow. Okay? Because it shows you are knowledgeable in this and you have value to give. Podcast is about giving value because you're having someone invest their time listening to you. So your essay, 10 minutes long, no problem. That's great. What about
And you said you want to discuss about you discuss the essay. Do you discuss the essay afterwards?
We don't discuss the essay with the guest.
But with the guest, you do?
No, we don't discuss it with the guest. I read through the essay, and then that's done separately. I've recorded all 21 of those.
Okay, but here's the thing. I want you to keep, if you want to stay with the format, cool, because you're launching tomorrow. Let's keep the format you have for now. Maybe we can change it, because a podcast can grow. That's what's great about it. You can't stay locked into your idea. Okay?
Right.
So if you want to keep the format, great. And in the future, you decide, you know what Phil said was pretty cool. Let's spin it off. Let's do that. I like to think far enough ahead, but start it early enough, because growth, like a tree. Tree don't go big until you plant the seed. So I'm planting the seed. Here, you have already them all recorded. Why not have your colleague, because I assume you have another person on it too. You have a co-host?
I don't have a co-host.
I'm getting you a co-host. Would you be up for a co-host? Because here's my idea. Okay, here's my idea. You have your essay on this movie thing, right? I'm sorry I'm messing up. You have an essay on a kaiju.
Yeah.
Right? Cool.
Right.
What happens if we have someone else either listen to your essay and then say, well, I disagree with your XYZ or whatever, and you guys discuss it. So you get to see more value. You get a different perspective on your thing that you love. Okay. But also you're giving more content, more value to your listener, because they're getting not only your version, they're also getting someone else's to discuss it. So it creates like a conversation. A podcast, what you want your guests to do is be interactive, right? Because that's how you're going to grow.
Right.
So if you don't give them something to talk to you about, why are they going to interact with you? Now we've created something, if you want, because you have a conversation.
Right.
So
I don't read the essay to the guest. They're not present.
Okay.
The guest and I discuss the film after watching it together.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's amazing.
One of the reasons I didn't want to read the essay to the guest, one of my very favorite podcasts, Behind the Bastards, by Robert Evans. It's about the terrible people in history. They just put out an episode today about Gregor McGregor, a Scottish guy who sold land he didn't own to
so a con man
in England. Yeah, a con man.
But here's the thing. Just for everybody to know, it's going to be another link in the description so you can listen to it. Go ahead, continue.
Well, his format is to read an essay to his guest and interact with them. I didn't want to be so derivative.
Okay, no, I understand. And that's great. You thought, I like his style, but I don't want to copy it, which is great. Now, hear me out. Maybe for season 2, we can look at this. Season 1, you're locked in. You know what? Here's a compromise for you. I'm going to give you all this advice. Okay. You think about it. Season 2, if you like what you're doing the same way, you stay the same way. If you don't, and you're like, it may be not working, would you be willing to try one of my ideas that I'm going to spit?
I would certainly be willing to adjust based on the
market
needs of the audience.
Oh my God. Look at that. He doesn't care about his content. He's looking at the value he can bring to you guys with his knowledge. So here's the idea I was thinking. You're right. Reading the essay to your guest is derivative. It's like everything else. I do like the discussion you have with your guest in part 2. That is great. What I want to do is flesh it out into a longer podcast. So by having a co-host, okay, listen to your thing. You don't read it to them. You go, look, hey, before you come on, like you can even do guest format. Like you can have 3 guests. Who cares? One who you discuss with a guest the article you wrote, and if people want to listen to it, we can put a second podcast to that, and people can listen to your essays. Okay, because we want them to subscribe to your other podcast if you have another podcast, right? Podcast is about creating content. The more podcasts you create, the more content you have, the more you become an expert in your field. because you get to talk with people and people want to talk to you. Okay?
Right.
That's what I think. That's how I think. So I want to make you a specialist in the Kaiju fandom.
That'd be great.
So how do we do that? We get you many podcasts on Kaijus because it's your passion. But I wanted you to do the least amount of work as possible because I'm lazy as fuck.
I am too.
Boom. And what's great about podcasting and video and all that, Gary Vee said it himself. And I swear, you guys should subscribe to Gary Vee. He's amazing if you're an entrepreneur. If you're not an entrepreneur, it may not be your cup of tea.
That's going to be another link in the description.
You're damn right. Look, he's already on it. Oh, my God. I'm good. You know what? That's going to be my catchphrase for this episode. The episode's title will be Robert Kelly, right? Yeah, Robert Kelly, creating a podcast because on Kaiju. Subtitle, the links are in the description down below. That's the episode title. Boom, we got it. Look. Already, I love this. I'm going to love working with you. Regardless if I help you make your podcast successful, you never use my idea again. The simple fact that you're helping me with this episode, done. I can't pay you enough. I have no money to pay you to thank you. That's how much I love this guy. This guy's my new best friend. I have new best friends every episode, I'm telling you. So don't feel too special, but I tell you, if I have a Kaiju question or a Japanese question or anything, who am I going to go to? I'm going to go to this guy. And so should you. If you want to be, if you have interest, because he knows stuff that you don't. Have you studied Kaijus for 25 years? No. He has. He knows shit. He's going to share it with you. So the least you can do is listen to his podcast. Anyways, I'm done selling. I'm a salesman by trade, so I'm sorry. So,
right.
So we don't want to be derivative.
So
you're right there with
give
me.
Info.
Good.
I don't want to be derivative.
Okay.
The game show influence.
Yeah. Tell me more.
It comes from a podcast, wonderful podcast, that unfortunately is no longer active not because there was an interest, but because it was produced by a radio network.
I'm stealing their idea.
Pretty much.
Good. I love it. Because what podcast is stealing ideas from other people.
This was a podcast called Wits. It was a variety show, like radio. Mm-hmm. You'd get songs, you'd get comedy sketches. It was hosted by a great writer named John Moe, who I urge you to look up.
Fourth link or fifth link. Look,
he's on Twitter. He does a daily newsletter that's hilarious.
So here's what I'm doing for everybody. Every single link, because I'm not going to link every single one. It's going to be a link tree, okay? You click on the link tree. It's going to bring you to the person's social media, their podcast, whatever they have. If you're interested in it, click. If you're not, don't. That's what I'm doing for you. So it's going to be LinkedIn/something here. You just click on it. Go check out their social media. If you're interested or not. That's what I'm doing for you. I'm making shit easy because people are lazy in life. Okay? People are lazy. If you can make shit easier for people, they'll love you. Everybody's looking for a shortcut, right? I'm giving you a shortcut and ideas to launch your podcast and more podcasts if you want. Okay?
Absolutely.
Live here, people. Live. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I'm sweating. That's how excited I am for this idea. Like when I get excited, my therapist told me, when you get excited, you sweat. Yeah. Who doesn't, right? Or if you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you. Anyways, okay, stop talking, Phil. You have a guest on. I probably did 30 minutes of talking.
That's all right.
But this is technically my podcast, so that's why. So
that's exactly right. They're here for you. I'm just a bonus. I'm the cherry.
There you go. I'm the banana split. He's the cherry on top. That's how I like. And I'm probably like a banana split because I'm kind of big, and you're kind of red. So yeah, you're the cherry. Okay, let's go on here. So the variety show.
So this variety show would usually end or have it in the middle somewhere, what they called the Wits game show, which were questions pitting the guests against each other that were barely tangentially related to the guest's occupation.
Okay,
and
cool.
If you don't mind, Phil, my game show is derivative in that it's barely tangentially related to the film at hand.
Okay, cool.
And if you don't mind, I would like to
Yes.
play
Yes.
the
Go.
game with you.
This is what we're doing
game.
here, people. Listen, this is what Robert is fucking genius because he's already giving you a taste. So if you haven't listened to his podcast because you didn't want to subscribe because you don't want to be a yes person, you want to be a no person. Because I'm a yes person, Robert's a yes person. If you notice, Robert was starting. I'm like, yes. In my head, I was like, I hope he offers. And then I was like, no, if he doesn't offer, I'm going to ask him to play this game because I want to play this game. I'm super excited. Anyways, he took what I said and did it to me. He's like, Phil, I don't know if you want, but maybe. He turned himself into a producer of his own podcast. He's promoting his podcast live right here. So what he's doing is he's giving you guys a taste for free. So your lazy bums don't have to click the link and don't have to listen to his podcast. Because if you are interested in this, what we're going to do about in like probably 30 seconds, give or take, if you're interested in that, then click on the link again, go subscribe, and then boom, you're done. Also, the one of the links will be subscribe to don't subscribe or something like that. I'm trying to help a guy get to 1 million subscribers. I don't know if you know Mr. Beast on YouTube.
I've seen their recommendations. I haven't clicked on anything yet, but now I will.
Oh, he's amazing. And also, I'm going to send you to subscribe to don't subscribe. Anyways, so Mr. Beast is this huge YouTuber who literally gives away cars to 40 people in one of his videos. 40 cars. He buys 40 cars and gives them to 40 strangers. They don't have to pay for it. That's one video. Look. And he did one bigger, his biggest thing. He brought in 4 small YouTubers, okay? Mm-hmm. And whoever won the challenge, he guaranteed them 1 million subscribers. So here, this is what I'm trying to do to him so that everybody can hear this. He already has 1 subscriber, me, because I'm investing in his podcast because I'm producing it. Live on air, you heard it. I'm a podcast producer. All of a sudden, I'm a podcast producer, and I have another job. Oh, my God. I'm a podcast producer. Okay, so because I'm his podcast producer, I'm going to subscribe. Boom. He already got 1 guest without even launching. Okay? So look, what do you think I can do for you? So I'm selling myself, the value I'm selling you. 2. Okay? I don't know what my second thing was. What did I say first?
First thing he said was...
He already got a subscriber. Okay, boom. He's already got a subscriber, so he knows it's going to work. His podcast already got a subscriber. 2, he's giving you a taste. So he's promoting himself. And the first step to getting a podcaster, okay, to get a listener for a podcast, step 1 is tell someone about your podcast so that they can subscribe. That's step 1. That's pretty much step 1. So he told me about his podcast. I subscribe. Now he wants you guys, he's telling you guys, apart from me telling you, he's telling you guys, subscribe. You can get content like this wacky game we're about to play. So let's play. What do I need to know?
You don't need to know anything.
Good, because I don't know anything.
Explain.
Go. Explain away, Game Master.
King Kong is one of the most influential movies of all time, which of course means it has had its fair share of knockoffs produced over the years. Not only that, but apes and gorillas in particular have always been popular movie monsters due to their uncanny resemblance to men in costumes. So today, I'm going to read to you the descriptions of some lesser-known ape movies, and your job, this is what you have to do, Phil.
Okay, my job.
Your job will be to guess if I'm describing actual films or if I'm making them up. Aping the films about apes.
Okay, hold on. First off, guaranteed that this segment right here, 1, can be spinned off into a podcast. So please consider it.
I will consider it.
Good. Go. Sorry, I'm constantly in podcast mode. I'm sorry, people.
That's all right. But just so you know, if you win, there will be no prizes. If you lose, there will be no penalties except the shame.
I'm okay with shame because I've lost 1,000 times in my life, but I keep winning, and I only need that 1 win to be happy.
All right. First question. A mother gorilla adopts a baby doll after losing her own infant and becomes violently protective when zoo managers try to take it away from her. Bill Paxton features in an early role as a zoo employee. Is it real, or am I aping the apes?
First off, please tell me that's the name of your segment. Because if it's
That's
not,
the name of,
it should
that's the
be.
name of this game.
Okay.
Each game has its own name.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I love it. My god, you're a genius. What's the name of the segment?
The RAM game show. We abbreviate RAM.
The RAM
game show.
Random ass game show or random ass
Record all monsters.
record all monsters RAM. There you go. Okay, what I want to see is how can we turn RAM from not only the podcast name but also the segment name. Ruin all movies. Boom. There we go.
Well,
or random ass movies. Random ass movies.
The questions are all tangentially related, not always about movies.
That's fine. The segment is called RAM, but for now,
It's random ass movies.
there you go. So anytime, here's the question for you. Okay, I'm sorry I'm you're eating this thing, but
That's all right.
I'm giving because I'm producing your show. I need to help. I want to know if you want to do this. How about this? Every single random ass monster or random ass movie or whatever the game show is based on. Okay, that you have to figure out how you can use RAM in the title of the segment, because the title of the segment is the RAM game show. That's your title of your segment.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a subheading, right? What does RAM stand for? Record all monsters, right? But this is a game show. So it's record all monster random ass movies. That's with me, right? Or random ass movies is with me.
This one we could go random ape movies.
Random ape
All
movies.
ape movies.
Yeah, there you go. See, we're working even as we're brainstorming here. We're going from over here. Now we're down to here. This segment. So when you promote it, right? Now it's time for the RAM game, and this segment is called Random Ape Movies with Phil Better.
Well, Phil,
With your guest is very important because you have to promote them, right?
that's right. But
So
Phil, you haven't answered.
it's not a movie because I know Bill Paxton is a god and he wouldn't be. Actually, he probably would be, but I know it's not a movie because I'm a movie buff and I like Bill Paxton.
It is not a real movie, but if it were a real movie, it would have been called Bapey.
I love puns. Oh my god! Thank you very much for that. Puntastic.
Second question.
Go.
Batman Forever's Michael Goff plays a mad scientist who is using mad science to make plants grow to extreme sizes. When his wife finds out he's having an affair, she feeds the serum to his pet chimp, who turns into a giant gorilla and rampages through London. Is this real, or am I aping the apes?
So I'm going to be very honest. It does sound like a real movie. Okay. The problem is, you told me an actor, and I'm like, oh, it's Batman. Who's this actor? I don't know who this actor is. And because I don't want to cheat, I don't want to look on his sheet. Because I don't cheat. Because we don't cheat in life. This is a game show. I could probably cheat. It's the internet. Who knows? You probably already know this answer. But I want to say yes, it is an actual movie.
It is an actual movie. Conga from 1961 is a British monster movie that it claims to be based on an original idea.
It sounds like the 50-foot woman.
It's delightful, mostly.
Wait, have you seen this movie?
Yes, and it's actually episode number 9 of the season.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I like that. Next question.
Third question. A petty crook, a woman under intense pressure to get married, a suicidal farmer, and a recently fired family man team up with a chimpanzee to rob a bank. Is it real, or am I aping the apes?
I want to say it's real because I would love to see a movie like that. But I have a feeling, no, it's not real.
Well, unfortunately, you're wrong. It is a real movie. It's called Gorilla. It's a 2019 Tamil language Indian comedy.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard. I'm thinking North America. This man thinking globally. He's outside my brain. I should have realized I'm talking to a guy who loves kaiju. Kaiju movies originated and grew up in Japan. Obviously, this man thinks global and does not think like me, only local. Jesus. What's wrong with you, Phil Better? I don't feel better right now.
I was going to do that one, but you beat me to it.
I'm fast here.
Question. A bonobo steals a valuable diamond from a mob boss, and a team of other marginalized great apes come together to keep her out of the mob's hands despite their own differences and separate motivations. Is it real, or am I aping the apes?
So I'm going to ask you something.
Yeah.
Can I have regardless if it's real or not, I'm not cheating here. Can I have the title of the movie?
No.
I like that. Because you're like, no, because you're going to know if it's real or not. Okay, fair. That's fine. So the first part was what kind of, I'm guessing it's a monkey or an ape?
A bonobo is technically a subspecies of chimpanzee.
Okay, cool.
But
thank you.
Distinct.
You know a lot about chimps. I'm very interested in knowing more. Can I subscribe to your podcast about monkeys?
I don't have one, but my good friend, who's not actually my friend, Matt Stewart, has one on the Planet Broadcasting Network.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm going to link them because we've already talked about them twice. Might as well give them some free promo. They have amazing... They're in Podcast Network. It's a podcast called... Please, tell me what their podcast is called.
This one is called... Monkey House or something like that with Matt Stewart.
Yeah, so it's a great one. It's an amazing idea. So I think it isn't a real movie.
Well, it's a trick question because it's a simplified version of 2020's Birds of Prey, but with monkeys. And I have named it Apes of Prey.
I love it. So I'm right, but I'm wrong. I like it. Very nice twist. I like that. So
your score right now
is
have
1.
Well,
1.5. 1.5.
1.5.
I have 1.5 monkeys, people. I have 1.5 monkeys. I love it. We don't actually cut monkeys in half. So if somehow Google picks up monkey cutting in half, no, that's bad. Monkeys should be free.
Last question.
Go ahead.
Bela Lugosi plays a mad scientist whose experiments with animal DNA slowly turn him into an ape man, and he needs human spinal fluid to delay the change. When his partner won't help him, he seeks aid from an actual ape who kills him. Is it real, or am I aping the apes?
So I'm saying you're aping the apes because I'm a huge movie buff, and Bela Lugosi was an old-time movie guy, and you just talked about very modern stuff that wouldn't be in movies back in the 50s and that, when Bela Lugosi was a movie star. And the way you're looking at me, I'm now not confident, but I'm sticking with my guns here. I don't believe it's a movie.
It is a real movie. It is called The Ape Man. It's a 1943 horror movie, and it ends with the film's writer making an on-screen appearance, telling the hero this was a screwy movie, and then he steals his car and drives off.
So my question, because you said Bela Lugosi, and then I started thinking about his movies. There is a movie of him, I think, or a picture, kind of like his nose is like stuck up like this, and he's like, Is that the movie?
No, that's from Island of Lost Souls, where he plays another animal man. But
see, because I thought of that, and I forgot about Island of Lost Souls. So damn you for tricking me. Well done.
Well, again, I put that much care into every single game show. I mix up the order of the questions. I change how I write it so that it confuses but isn't mean-spirited.
No, this is completely fun. I had so much fun in this. My God.
That game is the one we play at the end of the King Kong episode, which, again, coming out November 13th. You can listen to it now. And you can feel smarter than Nathaniel Ross Smith, who is something of an ape movie expert himself. And because you'll know the answers because you listened to Investing in Yourself with Phil Betters.
Oh my God, I love him. I love him already. Like, how can you not already enjoy the content you're getting from this one podcast? Think about that. If you're having fun with just the first bit of us bantering back and forth, if you enjoy that content, give him a listen. And if you enjoyed those questions, I'm still trying to convince him to spin it off into a podcast. Okay, think about it. You can be double, extra content. I don't care. But spin it off into a podcast. Then we'll definitely, if he says yes, the link again will be in the show notes. I'm going to update the show notes with every podcast this man gets. Soon he's going to have 100 podcasts. He's going to be an actual podcaster with 1,000 podcasts going out once, and he doesn't know what he's doing. Anyways, people, did you enjoy that game show? Because I did, and I got only 1.5 monkeys. How many points did your brother? Wait, no, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I want people to. You'll tell me off air. I want people to listen to find out if I'm smarter than an ape movie expert. There you go. Teasing the fuck out of you. That's what we do here to get you to subscribe. Is there more questions? Come on, man. Tell me more about your podcast. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Do you want to have more ideas thrown at you now? Or do you say, Phil, God damn it, this is too much. Leave me alone.
It's not too much, but I am a working man, and I do have a job in the morning that I got to get to.
No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. You can find his podcasts on soon Anchor, for now Anchor, but soon all the podcasters in the world will be on Spotify.
You can find it on, I've already got some distribution, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Breaker, Overcast. There's like 8 places. I have them written down somewhere, but it's not in front of me.
Don't worry about it.
We have social media. We are on Facebook. We're on Twitter at Monsters Record. We're on Instagram at recordallmonsters.pod.
Is there a way to make you full screen so everybody sees this? Hold on, because I don't want to be here. Can I? Hold on. Can I? No. Fuck. Remove me. Make him the star.
How's that?
Hide selfie. There. Boom. Yourself. Go.
All right. Record All Monsters. You can find us on Facebook. Just search Record All Monsters. You can find us on Twitter at Monsters Record. You can find us on Instagram at recordallmonsters.pod. You can email us, recordallmonsterspod@gmail.com. And that's how you get a hold of us. We will read listener mail on the air. So don't hesitate to reach out. Unless you want to correct me about what kind of airplane is in a movie or something, because I don't care.
No, we want that. You want to know why? Because then you can go have a discussion about it and create content.
I'm just going to make fun of airplane nerds.
There you go. Don't make fun of them. Here's the thing. Don't look at making fun of them. Look at it as an opportunity to educate yourself. Do you care? No. But the person took
to have, especially if this is the sort of movie you're in.
And in the future, look at this. This guest that took the time to write to you, to correct you about the certain airplane or certain thing that you messed up on, he took the valuable time to let you know you made a mistake. Now, if he's going to be an asshole about it and say, hey, you fucking idiot, it was this type, we don't need those types.
That's what we're trying to avoid.
That's what we're not. But if you go, hey, William, just to let you know, it's actually a Model A5, blah, 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 or it's whatever, just wanted to let you know to help you out, then he's going to say, thank you very much. He's going to shout you out and say, thank you very much, person who corrected me on this episode when I called it an A, but it was a B. That's what he's going to do. And that's what you should do with everything. Don't be an asshole. Be a nice guy. Take the time to invest in the person's knowledge.
That's just good life ethos.
Why be a dick? Don't be a dick. My friend
reason.
On the Fake Nerd podcast, which is an amazing podcast. I want to try and get him on the podcast, but he lives out west. Anyways, I'm stealing your time. Sorry. Never mind.
That's all right.
Don't worry. Another link in the description. Just go links.
I've started listening to them too. I'm actually going to be running a promo on my show. We're doing – that was one thing we discussed talking about before, how I'm promoting my show.
Yes, tell me how you promote your show.
Right now what we've done is I've initiated in the Podmates group a podcast promo swap. There's about 5 of us participating in it. We're sending promos to each other to get people
Get me in. Do you guys have a group chat? Is there a group
There's
chat?
There's not a group chat. I just threw my show.
Hey, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do, okay? Because Facebook is where our podcasters are going to live. I want you okay, to create a group on Facebook called Podmates Promo Swap Podcast Promo Swap. Okay?
Okay.
This is a task I'm asking you to do, okay?
I will do it. Yeah. Probably
Okay.
Podcast promo swap, and we'll just get a bunch of people. I got the idea actually from another monster movie podcast that is called, and sorry for another link.
No, don't never be sorry, because you're adding value to people. Stop being sorry.
Called Monster Kid Radio. The guy who runs it, Derek M. Koch, he is hilarious. He's a great host, and he always runs promos for things that interest him. And I approached him if he would run a promo for my show. He was very nice about it. He ran it, and I'm running one of his on my first show. That gave me the idea. And I'm trying to do that with the other guys in the Podmates group, the other guys and gals.
So this is what I want to do. Because promo swapping is so important, and the only time you can find it is on other these support podcasts. No, the support podcast is for supporting podcasts, not promo swapping. You want promo swapping? We're going to make a dedicated group. So if you're already a podcaster, okay? If you're already a podcaster, Robert is now the administrator of that podcast group for promo swapping only. It's only for promo swapping. So if you want to promote your podcast in a network of podcasters, one of the links in the show notes or the description below, because that's the tagline, will be a link to that group. Request access. You're going to have a questionnaire to fill out, because we want exclusive people in this. We want to invest in you, so take the time to invest in us with answering the questions. He's going to make that group. Okay, that's your task. I need you to make a group that's podcast promo swaps. Okay?
I can do that.
Add me. Add all the podmates. Okay? And add anybody else. Okay? This dude that you talked about, you already did the promo swap with.
Right.
Invite him into that group. Okay?
I certainly will.
And then I want you to figure out a logo for it. Okay? I'll show you where you can go to make a logo.
All right.
Okay? Because I don't want you to spend more money on this. We're going to try and do this free. It's Facebook. It's free. Let's try and keep it free until we can put money into it. Okay? That's what you're going to do. You're going to make a Facebook page. I'm going to show you how to make a logo for free, because I'm not going to teach everybody this. If you want to learn, you have to come to me. I'm going to show you how to do that for free. I'm going to have you create a cover art as well for it. All right? And then you're going to make the description, and you're going to be very basic with what the description is. This group is specifically for promo swaps. If you put anything that's not requesting a promo spot about your podcast, you will be ejected. That's the only rule. That's the first rule. The second rule is be very nice and don't be a dick. And if you want third rules, like you said, this is your group. You're managing this group, okay? You're the boss of this group. This is your company you're running. You set the rules. My one rule, though, that I want on this is for promos only. No link spamming. No link spamming. Promos only. If you have a promo that you want to share, tell us about it. You decide how you want to set it up, okay?
Yeah.
You decide. This is your baby. I'm giving you some of my ideas for it, okay? So your task, whenever you have the time, because you're a working man, I have to let you go. I'm sorry. But last thing, I want this done by next Thursday.
Yeah, I can do it. Easy.
Good. So I'll show you all that. I'll send you all the info. I'll have you, we'll connect on other ways, because I'm your producer. I need to help you out. We'll do that. And by the time this airs, it's already going to be done. People can jump in if they're a podcaster and join the group. So first of all, Robert, thank you very much for this, for being on the podcast with me and not mentioning Mickey's boner. I
saw it, but I didn't want to say anything.
It's fine. Only one person called it out, so I'm happy that you didn't, but you could have. Always say yes. My also theory is it's easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. So if you had called it out, you could have apologized, and asked for forgiveness. But ladies and gentlemen, Robert, thank you for allowing me and investing in me, okay, to help you grow your podcast. We will connect later.
Thank you for asking me on, Phil, and thank you for investing your time in me. I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone here listening decides to at least check out Record All Monsters. Our first episode's only 38 minutes. It's only 38 minutes. It's driving to work and back. Come on, you can knock it out on your lunch break, and if you don't like it, you don't have to keep listening. But stay subscribed. Let the episodes download. It'll be great for me.
Yeah, there you go. Look, he just told you, if you're willing to invest the time to subscribe, you don't have to listen to it. He's not asking you to listen. He's just asking you, please, subscribe. That's it. Doesn't take much. Just subscribe. Okay, Robert, you have to go to work. I need to shower off this sweat that I'm so excited. And also I have a giant light blowing heat on me, so that's not helping. But Robert, thank you very much. I'll give you my phone number in a group chat that we have, and we'll connect more later when it's not too late. Thank you very much. Everybody, good night.
Good night.
Again, what's your podcast called?
Record All Monsters. I'm your host, Robert Kelly. We're available wherever you get podcasts, pretty much. And if we're not there, I'm going to find a way to get it there.
There you go. Tell him if he's not on your favorite podcast system, tell him so that he can get there, so that you can help him grow. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is Invested with Yourself. I'm Phil Better. He's Robert. He's a great guest. Having a great night. Go.
Good night, everybody.
God, I was so happy with this episode, guys. I was so excited with it, talking about podcasting with Robert and learning about Kaiju, really, because I had no idea what it was. I've heard about it, somewhat of in the nerd culture and watching movies, but I wasn't really versed in it as well as he was, so it was really great. And the fact that he wanted to jump on and have me be his podcast producer was really great, and we've been working fantastic towards certain goals with him. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for listening to this episode and just coming along and listening to this journey that I'm on. I ask you only for one thing, and that's to, if you can, subscribe to Robert's podcast. It's in the links down below. And of course, just tell one friend about my podcast. Let them know how great this is if you've gotten any value from it. That's it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you again. I am Phil Better. This is Invest in Yourself, the digital entrepreneur podcast. Remember to invest in yourself.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to take the next step. When you're ready to dive deeper into how to launch, grow, and monetize your podcast, Phil's got something special for you. Join him for a free webinar where he'll reveal the 3 secrets that have helped countless entrepreneurs succeed in podcasting. Click the link in the show notes to save your spot, and let's turn your podcasting dreams into reality.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ13 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.